Hello, how everybody doing? I just wanted to come on here and tell my testimony. Just chilling out in my den, and I said, "Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Let me come on here and share my testimony with the world." On August the 22nd, 2023, my head was hurting so bad. I mean, I couldn't keep it up, but I did work the whole day. So when I punched out, I went straight upstairs. And my husband's like, "What's going on with you?" I said, "My head hurting. I can't keep my head up." So I laid down for a couple minutes. He came upstairs and said, "Hey, you got to go through emergency." I said, let me get my thoughts together. Me thinking like, "Hey, it's nothing really. Let me take an aspirin and I'll be okay." But that was not the issue. So my husband got me together, rushed me to the hospital. On my way to the hospital, I had a seizure. When we arrived at the hospital and he checked me in, I had a heart attack. And I'm saying to myself, damn. So they rushed me to the back and put me up and done an x-ray. They said I had pneumonia. Let me remind you, I didn't have any of those symptoms. I didn't have the cough. Only thing I had was the headache. I didn't have any chest pains or nothing. So to me, everything was silent to me. So they hooked me up with all these IVs and everything to put some fluids on me. So of course you have to go back and forth to the bathroom. So I was getting real weak. And that last urine that I took, I looked in the mirror. My skin was gray. And I say, damn, I know I don't feel right. I'm slipping. It was a feeling that came across me that I can't even explain. And all I've done was to pray. So when I went back and laid down in my bed, the doctors come and run in there and say, "Your kidneys failed." I'm like, what the hell? What happened? How? To me, I'm thinking, what y'all do? Did y'all just fuck me up? So, I stopped urine. And it was like I said, before you guys hook me up, I need to call my siblings because we just lost my brother. And I'm like, they can't handle this. And of course, my husband couldn't handle it because he was over there. I'm trying to be strong for him. But I knew at the same time I was slipping. So I called each one of my siblings, which I have three left because we just lost uh, my sibling, one of my siblings, which was my brother. And each one of them said the same thing. You strong, you're a fighter. But I told them I'm at peace of whatever's going to happen. I'm at peace at it. It's just this feeling that came across me. I can't explain to it. So I was having a conversation with my husband and told him whatever happens, I'm at peace. All I say, don't let me stop. So they rushed me to another area or whatever, and they was trying to figure out what just happened to me because I had a team of 12 or 13 doctors that's rushing in there to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is really going on? I said, this shit must be really serious. You know, I knew it was serious, but I'm like, it's really serious. So they told me they have to take my blood every hour on the hour to figure out what happened, which they did. It took them 3 days to figure out how my kidneys failed. They told me I have a unique disease that's called a typical HUS. A typical HUS is a blood disease, and it's a generic disease. um, so they said something woke it up. It was going to eventually happen, but they don't know what woke it up. So with all that said, I had to go on dialysis. I was in the hospital for 15 days from August the 22nd. I got discharged September the 7th. And my whole life's changed. But in the grace of God, He kept me here for a reason. And I think He kept me here to tell my story. But who would go through emergency for a headache? Because I'm telling you, my head was hurting so bad, I just couldn't keep it up. I don't know, it wasn't like an ordinary headache. So, and I see why. All hell broke loose. Seizure, heart attack, pneumonia, kidney failure within 4 hours. Man, when I say my life changed, if I know what I know now, I would have been rushed to the Secretary of State and put that and join and put and have that heart on my driving license. because now I need a kidney. I'm dealing with two different things. I'm dealing with end stage renal disease on top of typical HUS. So that's a doozy. So how I get through it is mind over matter. I don't act like anything going on with me, but in reality it is. So I continue having hope and a prayer. I need a kidney. My blood type is B plus. And I'm just on here just to share my story, just let you know that if you're dealing with this issue, or if you sick, or you feeling uncomfortable, or feeling very strange, the unknown, I call it the unknown, go through emergency because you never know. Sometimes we like to diagnose our own stuff because I was like, hey, it's only a regular headache, but a different type of headache. I just can't keep my head up. But that wasn't true for me. I've been dealing with this since 2023. So I'm just, dialysis is something different. I don't wish that on nobody. It plays with your mind mentally, So how I get through that, I just tell myself mind over matter. I try not to think about it. I try to do that the best. Dialysis, you might have a good day, you might have a bad day. So when I do have a bad day, you feel fatigued, weak, tired, all of above. Dialysis is something really different. So I go 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mm, it's really something. And I'm thinking dialysis when they filter your blood, I'm thinking your blood is getting filtered 100%. It's just 40% each treatment. So I just continue staying prayed up and believe in God because He kept me here for a reason to tell my testimony regarding kidney failure. And who are dealing with this, let's continue just staying prayed up. Please do. And ask questions, because sometimes they want to treat all patients the same. Each one of us, we got similarities, but each of us is a different reason why our kidneys fail. We going through something, your kidneys probably fail for high blood pressure, um, diabetes, whatever the situation is. But we are dealing with similarities, but each of one is different. But they want to treat us all different, all the same, which that's not. They want to give us all the same type of medicine. You know, um, Dialysis is something. It's a it's a struggle. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's a struggle. But I just continue staying prayed up. Each time I wake up in the morning, I just say, thank you, Lord, for allowing me to see another day. Because it could have been the other way. He kept me here for a reason. And whatever reason that, I feel that is to tell my testimony. And go through this process because it's bigger than me. I'm fighting for each and everybody that is going through this situation. Dialysis, end stage renal disease, because each one of us is strong because we get up each and every morning, 3 times a week to come and spend 3 or 4 hours or even longer there on the machine. And that's no fun. It's no fun to me. But I try to do it as early as possible to get it on and out the way. But it changed your life. It sure changed my life. Things that you can't eat, things you can't do that you used to do, but you try. I still try. I be bad at sometimes. I be psyching my mind out, but that keep me more motivated. Knowing that I can't, don't supposed to do it, but I like to keep busy. You know, and just live life, cause life be life. And I just tell each and everybody, just live your life like it's the last day because we just don't know. We just don't know. The unknown be happen. Whatever the unknown is, life. I just say life is really something different, and then you can see it's changing. A lot of people getting sick. A lot of people on dialysis, and I'm saying to myself, how? Why? I mean, they popping up like liquor stores on every corner. So it's just, it's just got to continue asking these doctors questions of how, why. Explain it to me. Don't look it up on Google. Explain it to me because Google is not your truth. I like an old school doctor. Keep it real to me, don't blow smoke up my ass, because that's what they basically be doing, just telling you anything, And I let my doctor know I'm not a 60-second patient, especially when they come in a dialysis and see you is less than 60 seconds. So I have to have a conversation like I'm not a 60-second patient. Tell me, educate me about my numbers. What do this know? What does this mean? Am I in between? So I was like, I ain't gotta wait for you. Just give me my report and let me know what my report say to me, for I can monitor my weekly report and I know what to do and what not to do. And if my numbers are good, I don't need that medicine. Why? Because my numbers good, I don't need it. I don't want to continue getting overdosed. Because it can happen. Well, I just wanted to come on here for a few minutes to just tell y'all my story. My name is Dietrich. Just continue staying prayed up, have hope, and believe. And if you need a kidney, just believe it and put it out there and claim that you will get one because I am claiming me a kidney this year, 2020 of this year. I don't know when, but it's coming. So just remember, I'm B plus. If anybody want to donate, come on with it. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Bye.